Hello, everybody. How's it going? This is Ashley, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 essential things that you'll need as a digital artist. I know that transitioning from traditional art over to digital art can probably be a bit daunting, so let's get into some of the necessities that we're going to need. One is going to be the hardware. So this is going to be your iPad, your tablet, and let's get into some of the options that you have. So the first thing is the iPad. This is what I have, and I use Procreate with that, and that is probably the number one thing that I would recommend. So the reason why I like it so much, the interface is really easy. You can use it on the go as well. So it's super simple in that sense. For beginners is amazing. So for more traditional setups, I would recommend a graphic tablet. This is essentially where you're going to have like the graphic tablet separate from where you're actually drawing. On an iPad, obviously you have your interface and you're drawing directly on it like you would paper. But with the graphic tablets, you're actually using a stylus, you're drawing on something separate, and it's being displayed on your computer screen. I will say that the graphic tablet is something that will allow you to have more precision and accuracy in your drawings. If you're planning on using a software like Adobe Photoshop, all I would say is make sure that your computer will meet the specifications that it's going to ask of you. You do need a pretty high processor with Adobe and plenty of RAM. So I think that it needs to go through 8 through 16 gigabytes. So next would be the software itself. So this is what I like talking about best. So essentially your options are going to be likely Adobe Photoshop, Procreate, Corel Painter, or Clip Studio Paint. Adobe Photoshop is great for more complex drawings. I would also say it's great for any like photo editing digital art, essentially. It's also really great for any multi-layer compositions. It's also great for any artists that are looking to make more like advanced textures and just extensive photo manipulation capabilities. So keep that in mind. Next would be the Corel Painter. So this is excellent for artists that are looking to replicate painting in a digital sense on a canvas. So highly recommend this if you're a painter and you're wanting to get into digital art. So the next is Clip Studio Paint, and this is really great for any comic book makers or anybody that likes to make manga, for example. It has really great frame-by-frame animation, and it's essentially designed for comic book makers, so I would highly recommend that if that's your niche. And last but not least, and my personal favorite, is Procreate. Procreate is great for any illustrators that essentially want a straightforward interface, something that's still highly customizable, and of course, just the convenience of having it on an iPad and being able to bring it anywhere. Next, we're going to be talking about high quality monitors. You're going to need one of these if you choose to do digital art on a computer. So the reason why is it's going to ensure that you're going to have high quality precision essentially on your art. The reason why this is important is because if you plan to print your art, you're going to be able to see all of those little details. So very essential if you are going to be doing it on a computer. So you're going to want to look for monitors that have a wide color gamut. They have color calibration capabilities, and they offer high resolution. Not that this is something you'll probably look into right away, but I believe that Dell, BenQ, and ASUS, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, are specifically designed for digital artists. So something to keep in mind maybe down the road if that's something you want. Okay, number 4 is external storage. So for beginners, I honestly just recommend using an external hard drive. It's probably the most cost effective, and they offer plenty of space. So I think it's between 1 TB to 4 TB, which is just a lot. So if you're not as techie, just know that you can use that as a lot of storage. So this does make it ideal for anybody new that is wanting to build out their art portfolio. And lastly, you could also be using cloud storage. This is also a viable option for you as well. So if you want to be using Google Drive, Dropbox, I think Adobe also has Adobe Cloud as well. So this is a good option for you too. Okay, and number 5, an online portfolio platform or somewhere where you can essentially start making some moolah for the digital art that you're creating as well, even while you're a beginner. One, I would recommend just checking out some of the online portfolio websites such as ArtStation or Behance are great, mainly because they have such a large art community on them. So it's great if you are looking to gain some more exposure amongst other artists as well. And then you can also do print on demand services as well. So websites like Society6, Fine Art America, Redbubble, these are all options for you to be able to post your art, and then you can sell them as merchandise or sell them as prints. Don't forget about social media is another one as well. So whether you're on Instagram, TikTok, all those fun places, that we spend all of our time. If you want to start creating an art page and maybe posting some of these pieces, highly recommend doing that as well, and make sure that you are mentioning that you're open for commissions. And then there's the freelancing platforms. So you could go on to, for example, Fiverr, Freelance, or even websites like Upwork. You could essentially post your services to create custom digital art for others as well. So those are the 5 essentials that I would recommend for anybody that's starting out in digital art. So hopefully you guys found some of these helpful. Let me know in the comments what you did or didn't like about this video, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to get some more art tutorials or art videos like this. Thanks so much, and I will see you next week.